Welcome to this explainer. Okay, today we are looking at something genuinely fascinating, a brand new project called Odysius. If you've ever used Claude or ChatGPT and thought, wow, this interface is sleek, but man, I wish I could just run it on my own machine without the monthly fees, well, you are going to love this. Odysseus is essentially a totally free, completely self-hosted AI workspace. It gives you that polished, commercial-grade experience right on your local desktop. But, why go through the massive effort of building all this from scratch? Well, it really comes down to a growing concern we're all starting to face. The creator's main motivation here is driven by a very specific philosophy. Basically, the more access you give AI to your life, the more you are handing over this huge, incredibly intimate piece of yourself to giant tech corporations. Think about it. We tell these models our preferences, we feed them our workflows, we upload our personal documents. Why? Because the more we share, the better the AI serves us, right? But to get that, you're placing a frankly massive amount of trust in companies that, let's be honest, frequently suffer data leaks or just change their privacy terms overnight.
Okay, let's dive into this. It's really a tale of two systems. On one hand, you have the current norm, big tech AI. Sure, it's super convenient, but the source points out that these massive platforms often end up trading or even abusing your private info. Your data, which can sometimes include your literal address or phone number, can get sold off, bumping up your risk for spam or identity theft. On the flip side, you have self-hosted AI. With something like Odysius, that whole dynamic completely flips. Because the models are running entirely on your own hardware, you own your data, forever. The privacy is absolute. So you get all that incredible modern AI utility, but zero creeping anxiety about corporate surveillance.
So we definitely get the why, but what exactly is Odysseus? Well, first off, it's not just a basic chatbot window. Actually, scratch that. It's not just a chatbot at all. The creator purposefully built it to be a true all-in-one AI workspace. You see, when they were testing out basic local models, they realized some pretty huge features were missing. Things like long-term memory, deep research tools, and webhook integrations, which are basically what let different apps seamlessly talk to each other. Odysseus takes all those separate, complicated pieces and pulls them into one cohesive, super powerful environment right on your machine.
And a massive part of that environment is an AI agent called OpenCode. This is where things get really cool, because it goes way beyond just spitting out text answers. You're actually giving the AI the ability to run locally on your computer. It can download files, create and edit documents, and even browse the web on its own. Plus, this agent is self-evolving. It actively extracts memories from your older conversations and basically learns your workflow over time. It ends up being incredibly tailored to exactly how you personally like to work. And this brilliantly illustrates just how capable a local agent can really be. The source shares this awesome real-world example where the creator just asked the Odysseus agent to transcribe a video. That's it. No manual clicking around. The AI completely independently navigated the computer, found the right video file, converted the format all by itself, booted up an industry-standard local audio-to-text tool called Whisper AI, and then just seamlessly dropped the finished text right back into the chat. Handling a multi-step task like that entirely locally, that is a massive leap forward for personal productivity. Now, productivity is fantastic, but Odysseus was also built to tackle something deeper: modern digital stress. The creators shared this super relatable story to explain why. Picture this. About 10 years ago, they're on this relaxing holiday in Japan, right? Suddenly, they get an email from an accountant demanding an immediate signature and literally threatening a financial penalty if it wasn't done by the next day. Their first thought was, wow, good thing I checked my email on vacation. But that was instantly replaced by the realization that being constantly tethered to an inbox like that is, in their own words, insanity.
To solve that exact, highly specific, modern anxiety, Odysseus actually packs a built-in email client, but with a major privacy-first twist. Because the AI is local, it reads your entire inbox locally. Not a single byte of your personal emails gets sent to some random cloud server. It just quietly analyzes your messages, flags the genuinely urgent ones for you to look at later, and can even do deep searches to draft up auto-replies for the basic stuff. It completely neutralizes that intense pressure to constantly be plugged in. You can actually just enjoy your time off.
Another absolute standout feature baked right into the workspace is deep research.
Now, a lot of commercial AI companies love to gatekeep this kind of heavy-duty web research behind super expensive monthly subscriptions. But Odysseus adapts this free, super powerful research tool originally from Tangi Labs and pairs it right up with a visual chat interface. So you can ask a really complex question, have the AI scour the internet locally, and then visually chat with it about the search results to dig even deeper. And you do all of it without paying an extra dime. So, the crucial point is this. AI is supposed to be a tool, not a replacement for you. The creator has this very specific philosophy regarding their built-in live document editor. The goal isn't to just click a button and have some robot spit out a soulless, generic essay. The goal is to make sure the human stays entirely in the driver's seat. In the Odysius document editor, you are the one doing the typing. As you write, the AI is just sitting there acting like an over-the-shoulder assistant. It can fix your weird formatting in real time, instantly catch incorrect spelling mistakes, and even fact-check specific sentences you highlight. Oh, and it can sign documents locally, too. This workflow is just brilliant because it totally prevents your writing from sounding like, AI garbage. It keeps your unique voice intact while completely eliminating the need to constantly tab out to a browser just to check a quick fact. Beyond the writing and the research, the sheer volume of extra stuff packed into Odysius is honestly staggering. It's got a fully integrated calendar and to-do list styled intuitively, kind of like Google Keep. You can even create custom AI characters to chat with. The creator jokingly mentioned making a favorite goblin, or you can simulate entire fake AI group chats. It even has a built-in image editor that can do instant background removals. It really shows just how far beyond standard text generation this workspace goes. Now, hearing all those features might sound a bit overwhelming, but the creator considers themselves an epic minimalist, and that design philosophy really shines through here. From a user's perspective, the absolute best part of Odysius is that everything is housed in one single unified location. You don't have to waste your mental energy trying to stitch together all these complex third-party integrations, juggling one app for your calendar, another for your AI, and a third for your notes. It is just one seamless, all-in-one hub. But we do have to address the elephant in the room, the highly technical backend. Historically, self-hosting AI has been an absolute headache. Users usually hit this frustrating wall of hardware variables, totally confusing model formats, and the literal nightmare of manually typing out API endpoints, which are basically the digital addresses that make software talk to each other. Trying to figure out exactly what your specific computer can actually handle has traditionally kept average users completely locked out of the whole self-hosted AI world. And that headache is exactly why Odysius includes this incredible companion feature. Let's move to and see how this builds into the ultimate solution. Cookbook. Cookbook is basically the magic bridge that makes self-hosting accessible to anyone. The moment you launch it, it automatically scans your computer's hardware capabilities and gives you a simple run score. Based on that score, it just handles downloading the appropriate AI models and serves them directly into your Odysius workspace. The difference between the old method and Cookbook is literally night and day. The typical older setups meant manually typing out those confusing endpoints, relying on just awful trial and error just to get the AI to talk to your interface. The Cookbook setup entirely automates all of that. It auto-adds the endpoints, giving you immediate, seamless integration. It essentially solves all the major pain points that have plagued local AI hosting for years. As we wrap up the specifics here, let's just quickly look at the current status of the project. Odysius is released as a completely free, forever tool. And surprisingly, it actually works really well on mobile devices. However, since it is an independent, open-source project, it does rely heavily on the community. The creator is actively calling for meaningful code contributions from users to keep it growing, especially noting that right now it still lacks native standalone ports for Windows or Mac. It's an incredibly powerful tool, but it's one that will truly thrive through collaborative effort. Which brings us to our final thought. Odysseus really isn't just a piece of software, it's a statement about digital autonomy. As AI inevitably becomes more and more deeply integrated into our daily tasks, managing our emails, reading our personal documents, learning our habits, who should truly own your digital memory? Should it sit out there on some massive corporate server, or should it live safely right there on your own desk? It's a vital question to consider as we navigate the future of tech. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and keep learning.